So let's just dive right in. What if I told you there's this ancient map of the cosmos? One that's not only incredibly detailed, but also deeply personal. A map that might just make you rethink our whole modern picture of the universe. Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to explore. But let's kick things off with a big, kind of mind-bending question. When you hear the word universe, you probably think of endless galaxies, black holes, all that stuff. But what if the ancient term for universe was actually talking about something much, much closer to home? What if it was a detailed blueprint of just our solar system?
And this is where a really important word comes in, Brahmandam. Now this translates to the cosmic egg. And just think about that image for a second. An egg is a complete, self-contained world just bursting with potential. And while we might use Brahmandam today to mean the whole universe, the source text we're digging into is super specific. It uses this term to describe one single solar system, our solar system, as its own complete cosmic egg.
All right, so here's our game plan for this journey. First, we're going to have to redefine what universe even means in this context. Then, we'll explore the incredible structure of its 14 different realms. After that, we'll take a trip up through the heavens, we'll visit the homes of the gods, and finally, and this is the most important part, we'll see how this entire cosmic map is reflected right inside of you. Okay, first step, we need to adjust our cosmic zoom lens. Forget about galaxies and nebulae for a minute. We need to think on a much more local and way more intricate scale. So it all comes down to scale. Our modern view says our solar system is one of billions in our galaxy, which is one of trillions in the universe. It's huge. But this ancient model, the Brahmandam, does something totally different. It zooms all the way in, focusing on just our solar system, and it treats it not just as a bunch of planets orbiting a star, but as a complete, multi-layered and conscious world, a single, self-contained cosmic egg. Now that we've got the scale set, let's look at the blueprint itself. Because the Brahmandam isn't just empty space, you see. It's this incredibly complex, multi-layered reality. And at its very heart is a structure built on 14 distinct planes of existence. 14. Remember that number. It's not 9 planets, not 3 dimensions, but 14 separate realms, or Lokas, all stacked, one on top of the other. This number is the foundation for this whole cosmic model. And here it is. This is the cosmic map, laid right out. And notice how perfectly balanced it is. You've got 7 upper realms, the Urdhva-lokas, and 7 lower realms, the Adho-lokas. And what's sitting right there in the middle, connecting everything? Our world, Bhulokam. This model literally places humanity at the very heart of its cosmic architecture. Now there's a crucial rule of the road for this map. As you go up, as you ascend through the realms, reality itself changes. The very substance, the essence of each higher realm is finer, purer, more subtle than the one before it. It's a journey from the most dense state of being to the most refined. So with that rule in mind, that things get more subtle the higher you go, let's actually start our journey. We're going to head up and explore some of the upper worlds that exist right above our own. And this model isn't just an empty structure, it's a living cosmos. The source text actually suggests that life once existed on the moon, and it says the planets themselves aren't just big, dead balls of rock and gas. No way. Instead, they are presided over by these conscious intelligences, these planetary lords. So for example, Jupiter is governed by the deity Guru, and Venus is governed by Shukra. It adds this incredible layer of consciousness to the whole system. All right, let's keep climbing. We're going all the way to the top of this cosmic egg, to the highest realms of all. You could think of this as the celestial command center, the abodes of the gods, where the main governing forces of our entire solar system live. So at the very, very top, you have the Paramatma, the ultimate formless source of absolutely everything. From that formlessness, according to this text, the very first personal manifested form to appear is Shankara, or Shiva. And from there, you get the Trimurti, the trinity of Brahma the creator, Vishnu the preserver, and Shankara the transformer. Together, they orchestrate the entire cosmic dance. And check this out. The map even gives them addresses. These highest beings have their own realms at the very peak of the Brahmandam. Shankara lives in Shivapuri, Vishnu in Vishnupuri, and Brahma in Brahmapuri. I mean, these are basically the capital cities of our cosmic system. So we've explored this vast external map, from the deepest realms all the way up to the abodes of the gods. But now we get to the most profound part of this whole teaching, the part where this entire massive structure turns inward. This single verse from the Yajurveda, it's the master key that unlocks this entire system. As is the body, so is the universe. As is the universe, so is the body. It's not a metaphor. It's a statement of perfect symmetrical design. It's saying that everything out there is also in here. Okay, so what does that actually mean in practice? Well, it means like the type of body your soul wears is a direct, perfect match for the realm it happens to be in. The form fits the function. The vehicle is perfectly designed for the environment. Let's take the most obvious example, us, right here, right now. We're in the physical world, the Stula Jagatu. So we inhabit a physical body, a Stula Shariram. It's dense, it's tangible, and it's perfectly built to interact with this dense, tangible reality. Makes sense, right? Now let's apply that exact same logic to a higher, more subtle realm, in what's called the causal world, the Karna Jagutu, a realm of pure thought and intention. The soul would have a causal body, a Karna Shariram. It's a body made of a much finer substance, perfectly suited for a world where thoughts are things. And this is the ultimate takeaway. This is where it all comes together. If the body is always a reflection of the realm, then that ancient principle, as is the body, so is the universe, it implies something absolutely staggering. It means that the entire cosmic map we just explored, all 14 of those realms, they exist as a mirror of the potentials within you. So let's end with this thought. If this ancient map isn't just about the stars up above, but it's also a map of our own inner spiritual anatomy, if every single one of those 14 realms corresponds to a layer of our own consciousness, what kind of possibilities does that unlock? What does it mean to be able to travel through that inner cosmos?